안녕하세요. 저는 지금 블록패치가 주관하는 5 글로벌 밋업에 나와 있는 김도연입니다. 이곳에서 새로운 밋업이 열린다고 하는데요. 어떤 곳인지 저와 함께 가보실까요? 네. 고맙습니다. 안녕하세요. 저는 지금 55.com의 Vice President of Global Marketing과 함께 있습니다. Hi, it's so nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, would you briefly introduce yourself to our viewer?
Yep. I'm Logan Shower. I've worked in the cryptocurrency space for about 1.5 years now. I used to run a company called Crypto Media Group, and we did a lot of marketing for ICOs in the space, and now I've turned over my services to 55.com, where I'm serving as the global head of marketing.
Okay, so what exactly 55.com is?
Yes, so 55.com is a exchange for tokenized assets. So we aim to tokenize many different types of assets, including stocks, foreign exchange, cryptocurrencies as they stand, fashion brands, commodities, and various other assets.
I've searched on the internet before and I saw you changed the stock as a coin, right?
Correct.
But stock market are closed at the night, right? But how do you change? And I've heard that the Mercury, the coin, is stable coin, right? How does stock is not even stable? How does coin can be stable coin?
So those are separate things. Mercurity is not the tokenized exchange. So the tokenized exchange, we allow people to trade and buy and sell the underlying assets using tokens. So if you give us an Apple stock and you want to sell 10% of that Apple stock, and you sell 10% of your tokens, we still have the entire Apple stock, so the actual existence of stock is still in our system. So this allows for many different types of moves to be made, allows people to move more of their capital in different ways, and gives them more options and ways that they invest. Alternatively, we have a stable token which is called USDD, and that is an interest-generating stable token backed by the US dollar, and it is audited by a third-party trust company.
Problem with regulation or anything?
Well, so we're pretty interested in complying across the board with each of the countries that we work in. So if you go to our US site, you'll actually see a very different website than you'll see in the international or the South Korea site. So we customize our offerings based on the regulations in the space, and we'll continue to do so as things get updated.
So far now on, how's your roadmap for 55.com?
Yep, so we're rolling out Europe and Japan in Q1 of this year, and the Caribbean is in Q2 of this year. Ultimately, scaling the product isn't too difficult now that it's built. We just have to comply with regulations and grow the business. So really it's the go-to-market strategies, and once we have those in templatized form, we'll be able to launch into new countries rapidly.
Okay. So good luck with 55.com. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 네, 안녕하세요. 전 지금 디렉터 오브 글로벌 마케팅이랑 커뮤니티를 맡고 계신 분과 함께 있습니다. Hi, it is so nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Okay, my pleasure. Would you briefly introduce yourself to our viewer?
Sure. My name is Jeff Shear. I'm the Director of Global Marketing and Community for 55.com. My background is in blockchain. I'm very passionate about this project and to come to Korea to talk about 55.com, global markets, and our ecosystem.
What is the strong point of the 55.com?
I think the strongest point for me and for our strategy has really been access. This is a global product that is very regionalized, and a lot of people are not able to participate in investment due to the cost or the technical overhead and skills needed to participate. And blockchain is no different from that, and I think that by tokenizing assets and removing the barrier for entry, or at least lowering that barrier, really allows a much greater pool of investors to participate, and so we hope that will increase the adoption of 55.com and the ecosystem worldwide.
Have you ever been to Korea before?
No, this is my first time. I'm from New York. In New York we have Koreatown, of course, and so my wife told me, I have to get bulgogi, bibimbap when I'm here. She wanted me to ship some home to her, but obviously that won't work.
Wow, okay. Will you briefly introduce what Mercurity is?
Yeah, sure. So Mercurity operates within the 55.com ecosystem, and it is the tool or the platform that tokenizes all of our assets. And so the way that works is when an issuer wants to tokenize an asset, that goes through a verification process, establishing that your asset is what you say it is, and establishing the custodianship of that asset. We're working with a trust company as well, who provides proof of trust on all those. And once going through Mercurity as a mint process, the issuer receives those tokens back in their wallet for them to be able to list on 55.com or keep in their wallets for their own transfer.
Okay. Then how do you see the Korea cryptocurrency market?
I think it's very interesting. There's a lot that we're learning very quickly. We're going to be building a team here also so that we make sure that we're not missing any of the nuance to the Korean market. The kimchi premium was one of the one of the funniest quotes that I've heard also. But it really speaks to how each local market has its own nuance that needs to be targeted and treated accordingly. I think so often a company or a project comes into a region and they don't really think about the impact that it's going to have on the local population, and so that's why we're really focused on building our team here and building up the projects and investing in the projects from the ground up here as well.
Would you give remarks to our viewers?
Yes, well, we're very excited to be coming to South Korea, and we hope that you are as excited about 55.com as we are. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, it was a pleasure.